My inbox is full. I got your concerns, folks. What do we do about these food insecurities? Food prices, food shortages, the prices of beef. Folks, I compiled a bunch of videos for you guys to get you started because I realize a lot of people are just getting started and they don't know what to do.
I've been seeing a lot of posts lately from people who have been laid off and are now having to use a food bank or food stamps for the first time, and they're expressing how ashamed that they feel and how they're going to try really hard not to use those resources. As somebody who used to work at the food bank, all I have to say is the number one thing that we tell people is the moment you feel like you need it, take it. This is not a time to feel ashamed, and you should not feel ashamed. 42 million people in this country suffer from food insecurity. Our big thing at the food bank was you need to reach out before things are desperate, because you can free up the money that you are using on food and get food stamps, get food from the food bank and use it elsewhere. But food banks offer fresh food. They offer fruits, they offer vegetables, bread, pastas, meats. And the worst thing that you can do is feel like there is something wrong with you for needing that resource. A lot of people who are using these resources have full-time jobs. Capitalism crushes all of us. Call your local food bank, find a mobile food pantry, reach out for those food stamps. Just do it now. You will get through this, but it's going to be much easier if you don't worry about where your next meal is coming from. And this whole pick yourself up by your bootstraps thing is a total myth. Everyone does it alone is a total myth. Nobody gets to the finish line on their own. Nobody makes it on their own. Everybody needs help.
No one should suffer food insecurity, so that is why I'm going to teach you how to build a pantry stockpile. If you're not familiar what a stockpile is, it's basically just having a surplus of whatever item so that you can go back and use it later. I did create a template and a budget and a whole system for this, so if you wanted that template, just let me know in the comments. If you noticed in my last video, I had a $300 budget. $150 went towards protein, and this part too, $100 is gonna go towards vegetables to freeze and also some dry goods. Potatoes are a great way to kind of stretch a meal, so I always grab a bunch of those and I put them in these baskets to try to elongate their life. If you're on a budget, beans are going to become your best friend, and getting a variety of them is also going to help kind of diversify your meals. Onions and garlic are obviously for flavor, and you're also able to get them very cheap by wholesale. Because I am in a Mexican household, chiles are also essential in our grocery list. Rice is also a big staple, and I actually like buying these little bags of rice before I buy the big bags, especially if I'm on a budget. I don't know if it's been like a whole culture change or just the way that produce is being sold to us, but you do not have to buy everything all at once. If you only have $100 of a budget, buy whatever you need first, and then if there's $1 or $2 left over, go to your local Dollar Tree and go get a bag of rice or a bag of beans or something extra. So take this as a sign and go start your little pantry stockpile.
Hey, adding items to my emergency stockpile. I got some canned fruit, some canned chicken, some sardines, some canned baked beans. I did get 5 of those because I think in the case of emergency, they'll be easier to use with the pull tab. Some ham and bean soup. I got some chef stable milk. I got some water. I got some hand sanitizer spray. I also got some more cold medicines. I got some more vitamins today. I did grab a few candles. I got a lot of matches at home, and I did grab some flashlights, and I'm already stocked up on batteries.
If you've decided to start building up a food storage, but are not sure where to place all the food, maybe you don't have room for a big prepper pantry, I have some tips to share with you. I've been storing food for many years, and I don't have one large prepper pantry. I store my food in different places throughout my home. So I'm gonna be starting first showing where I store food in the bedroom. Okay, first I'm gonna show how I store preps under the bed. Now, I use boxes, but if you want, you can use tubs. It's whatever your preference is or your budget is. But there is food completely under this, all the way under this bed, all the way to the head of the bed. And this bedroom is near my kitchen, so I keep a lot of food that I'll use for cooking. I have brown sugar, powdered sugar, honey, chocolate chips, baking soda, all that stuff that I might need to use in the kitchen if I need to run and grab it very quickly. I also keep some of my olive oil and also ketchup, things that if we sit down to the dinner table, we realize, oh, we need a new bottle of ketchup. It's right and within easy walking distance, only a couple of steps. So I have it all the way around on this side. So my husband and I have been storing food under our beds for most of our marriage, and we find this a great place to put things because it's easy to store and it's readily accessible, and it doesn't take up much room because you already have a bed taking up that space and you're just putting stuff under it. Now I'm going to show you another bedroom just so you can get an idea of how much food you can put under a bed.
I realized I forgot to mention the size of the first bed that I showed, which is a queen size bed. This bed is also a queen size bed, and my husband made this bed several years ago to store these boxes of food storage underneath. And he made it so we could stack 2 of these boxes and fit it under the bed. We currently do not have those boxes under this bed. He made this when we lived in a previous house, and in this house we currently have those boxes stored somewhere else. But I am storing these number 10 cans of food under here. And right now I have 39 cans of food, but there's still a lot of room left to store food. So I'm going to be showing the other side of the bed. Okay, so this is the other side of the bed, so you can just see how much space is left, even with 39 cans under here. So I still have a lot more space to store food. This just shows that you can store a lot of food under a bed. All right, I wanted to just show one more tip for storing food under the bed. So we are currently not storing food under this bed. And as you can see, it's quite low to the ground, so you wouldn't be able to get much under it. However, there is something you can do to raise the bed, and this is what I did in college when I was living in a little apartment, and I used cinder blocks to raise up my bed. Now currently we don't have any of our beds on cinder blocks, but this is definitely doable. You just need to have a cinder block for each of the legs of the bed, and then you can see how much higher this would raise the bed. Now if you're not comfortable with the cinder block being this high, you can also lay it down on its side. It's just whatever you prefer, whatever you're comfortable with. Now I probably wouldn't put a child this high. It just depends on who's sleeping on the bed. But anyways, if you are trying to figure out a way to put more food under your bed, this is a great way to do it. I hope you're starting to realize that you can store a lot of food in a limited space. If you'd like to have some more ideas on where to put your food storage, please follow, because I will be sharing some other places that I store my food or that I think would be a good place to store food storage. Thank you.
Food pantry haul. I got this thing of ribs, pork ribs, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know what that says. Got some bananas, Boom Chicka Pop, mango habanero. Got some apples. No, peaches. Hold on. We got some limes. A bag of potatoes. 2 things of cookies. We got this bag. I don't know what's inside of it. Oh, it's a first aid kit. We got gloves, face mask, Lysol wipes, Germex, tissue. Not really sure what that is. Tissue and Germex. I got this box of stuff we're gonna go through. We got spaghetti, 1% milk, mashed potatoes, oatmeal, beef pasta, 2 things of that. We got some red beans and rice, fruit mix, spaghetti sauce, spaghetti sauce, 2 bags of brown rice, mixed vegetables, mandarin oranges, mixed green beans, peanut butter, jelly, and macaroni.
Come with me to the drive-through food bank as a single mother of 2. So it looks like we have a little line. So yeah, y'all, this is the line to the food bank right here. This is a very long line. I tried to get here before 1, because I know how the line be, and it stretched all the way back there. But my ride was on some BS, so I don't even know if I want to wait in this line today. Like, it has me irritated now.
Get started now. The food bank lines are doubling nationwide. They're actually running out of food already. We're just getting started here, folks. Wait for the holidays. Some of you are in for a shock. And everybody called me a fearmonger. Got your 6.